Welcome back for the third time we've been trying to record this to Great Scott Marcus. Yeah. Oh, I had this instinct. I was just like, check Audacity.
Yeah.
And welcome back to Great Scott Marcus, episode 19. I'm Scott, and that one's Marc. On this show we do here on Ramble Entertainment, where we get together and we just talk about topics we come up with throughout our week. And, well, we did come up with these topics throughout the last week, but it's been about
last 2 weeks at least.
Yeah, 2 weeks since we actually had recording. So I should be a bit more handled about it this time. My bird died, and for some of our new subscribers who may have been subscribing for the other shows I've been doing for Warframe, I live in a surprisingly small world. I'm a bit of a shut-in because I have had leg pain in both my legs every day for like the last almost 4 years now. Come the end of October, it will have basically been 4 years. Jesus. Anyway, so yeah, that's I've been working on a bunch of different shows, so that's been cool. But as I was saying for the third time, they've kind of been like a bit of a shield, just kind of a great distraction.
Keep your brain occupied. It's always
exactly
a positive thing.
So yeah, you've been traveling a lot, kind of like staggered vacation across multiple weekends.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we didn't record last week. I was out of town, went to Dallas, visited an old college buddy of mine, which was kind of nice to get away. Wasn't really as relaxing as I'd liked, as I perceive vacations, where there's, beaches and you just have nothing to do but just relax. But it's still fun to do things, and he's actually getting married next month around Thanksgiving weekend, so I guess it's like my last time seeing him as a single man, which is interesting. It's going to be happening for more of my friends, maybe. I don't know.
That sounded a bit dirty somehow. My last time seeing him as a single man.
Yeah. I mean, he'll be a married man soon, and I think him and his soon-to-be wife will probably be having kids in the not-too-distant future, too. So, that's his thing. He's been wanting to do that for a while, but I'm happy for him. Not my cup of tea, but, And actually, I've got another friend of mine, a couple weeks ago, revealed that his wife is now pregnant. So I am left in the dirt.
It happens.
When you're approaching your 30s, that's bound to happen. Or in these two friends' instances, they are in their 30s.
Yeah. And then I obviously was the weekend before that, and like I was saying, surprisingly small world. So to those who might not even understand having a bird as a pet, it's impactful. But so before we get going, a few things I want to talk about here.
Yes.
So let's try and bang these out before before we get into the rambles for the week. Lighting might seem a bit off. It's not you, it's me for some reason. The light that was above me right here exploded in my hand, so that's a great distraction, but now I screwed in another light bulb, and that one isn't working either, so I'll have to figure that out before my next set of recordings this week.
I'm actually a little happy with my lighting today. I mean, it's not as yellow as I thought it was going to be. That's good.
It's not that bad.
They're actually recording in the evening now. We usually do it during the daytime, and I try to have some natural light coming in, but not today.
It happens. So basically, with State of the Frame coming back and actually going for a full season here, that's what I'm aiming for. I'm feeling like I am liking its layout a bit more than ours, instead of dividing the main topic in half. Just, sending the main topic out as a bit bigger, somewhere between 30 to 40 minutes, maybe less, 20 to 30, and then each ramble aiming for like 10 to 15 to 20. And I was kind of wondering, we don't have to do it right away, but I will be curious about your thoughts on doing that format instead. And then additionally, actually, I don't know what the other addition was, so if it comes to me, I'll let you know.
I mean, basically, would you just, we'd
ramble, and then
all separate recordings? And what about Hype Train?
So I like Hype Train, but a lot of times it's just not like there. There's nothing to be hyped for, and you're kind of going to be talking about your hype with one of our rambles, Rogue One. So I'm kind of wondering if, like, it can be a substitute sometimes where we don't have a third ramble, Hype Train, and we'll talk about things we're hyped for.
So usually with these things that we're hyped about, we also end up, just talking about it randomly. So there's really, I think that's a good idea. Okay. Plus, I like the idea of, having the rambles separately because then, if someone's like interested in something that we have to say, they're not going to have to sift through 10 minutes of something they don't want to hear. And then, I feel like after 30 seconds, someone doesn't want to hear something. They're like, fuck it, done.
Exactly.
So that's a good idea. And I think it seems like you and I, from what I recall, you don't have as much editing issues. So like if we were to do the whole topic in about 40 minutes, you shouldn't have to split it up and do too much.
Yeah, and I think cutting it in half has also broken our cadence. And a lot of times in the first half, we basically explore everything that we want to have done. So coming back, we kind of we do hit on some great points in that kind of latter half sometimes, but it's just not as much. Like sometimes it could be as little as 10 minutes. So adding 10 minutes on to 25 isn't that much. So
sure. Yeah, let's do it. Starting today, right now.
All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Dudes' underwear. So we were talking about this. Actually, it was about 2 weeks ago when this really came up. And honestly, what I want... so we could have named this men's asses. The reason I didn't was because I do feel like... what was his name? Swear guy. Tourette's guy, that's it. I feel like it might be a bit passé. That was about 4 years ago now, so not everyone might get it. So I just went with dudes' underwear. I was going to go with dudes' britches, but britches isn't it's not a very consistent definition. So,
and for lack of better words, we're trying to talk about the whole package in terms of underwear, not just asses.
Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, like one of the things I have kind of been thinking about with this is just like, and obviously part of it's my lack of attraction to dudes. I'm attracted to women, but when I think about men's underwear, boxers or briefs or boxer briefs or anything, it's so much utilitarian. Like when you think when dudes who are into chicks think about underwear, it's just like it's this little lace thing that's like pretty and special, and it almost has no utility to it. Like if something, God forbid, something were to happen, that is not saving you.
Whereas something happens to us, we can use our underwear to MacGyver our way out of much any
chop it up.
I'm sure.
There's no toilet paper in here. Good thing I brought underwear.
That's disgusting.
But it's true. It's
better using your hand, I suppose. So,
oh my God. We do not live in the woods anymore. It's been thousands of years.
We've evolved to wear underwear and not wipe with our hands. We're doing it right now.
Jeez. So yeah, like just so even like special boxers, silk boxers, or like with decorations on them, there's still just so much utility to it. It's just like that is not like it's not decoration, it's not accentuating anything. It's just kind of there, and I actually find boxers to be like even less kind of, I guess, appealing if I had to pick one. They're very unappealing, boxes are, but I think, like, on the comfortability factor, if you completely disregard the fact that they can ride up and probably will ride up, and you get some really, I don't know, at least for me, because I wear pretty tight pants, it's like whenever boxers, I get... See, I feel like that's just, that's your problem right there.
That is my problem.
Like, the tight jeans. I feel like I've gained too much weight because of my situation to really even think about any kind of skinny jean. Like, it's bad enough. And so, like, it was a long time ago that I was just like boxer briefs, and ever since then it's just like that's just it. And
see, I've got 3 different styles in my drawer right now. I've got boxers,
Jesus Christ,
boxer briefs, and I just bought the boxer briefs, and I'm surprisingly happy with them.
How do you like dress yourself in the morning? Because I would just look at all those options and I would just go back to bed. It'd be too much.
I actually like have like I have like these closet cubes or like 1 foot cubes, and it has like a little like drawer box in it, like a little cloth box or whatever. And so I just like kind of open up and grab one and take it to go. But then if I realize if I grab boxers and I'm wearing some tight pants for the day, I'm like, it's not going to work.
So
usually those are reserved for weekends and pajama pants.
So there was a great quote from one of the kind of hillbilly comedians. You remember Jeff Foxworthy and he had like a whole crew.
You might be a redneck,
yeah. They had a whole posse, and one of them
the Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
Yeah. One of them was just like, that is made to protect my pants from my ass. And I also feel like that there's a vice versa there, where it's just like, I will never go commando because it's just like.
It's a good time.
It is, because I feel like the zipper is just made to make things a bad time.
You got to get over that fear a little bit. There is a little fear in there. You're like, the zipper. But it is nice, but you don't want to do it like too hot of a day or anything like that. Because obviously you're going to sweat through your pants, and that's bad.
Well, denim isn't really made to be sweat through, so you're just kind of pooling. Oh, God. Anyway, so... when we were talking about this initially, man, I do forget what actually brought it up, but I think you had asked, there was some kind of question, and I was just like, I don't wear boxers because I don't remember. A while ago, I just converted to boxer briefs, and I never looked back because, I actually don't remember the reason.
Gotten the boxer briefs, and I was like, these are really awesome, because I typically, before that night, would wear, they're called sport trunks. Everybody needs to know what that is. They're basically boxer briefs, but a little bit shorter. They're not briefs because they don't cut.
That basically sounds like you're wearing a swimsuit under your pants.
No, they basically take boxer briefs and cut the bottom 2 or 3 inches off the bottom of them.
I can't help but now picture you as a lifeguard, just at any point, just ready to go. Someone falls in a river, and you're just like, "I got it!" And you just rip off your pants, and you just jump in. And the guy's like, "I'm fine, it's fine."
No.
And you're putting your armor. No, stop! What are you doing?
That'd be entertaining.
It would be. It'd be like one of those things out of It's Always Sunny or New Girl skit. But yeah. Other than that, I actually can't recall the entire reason we wanted to land on this, other than just that.
I think it's just something funny that we started talking about, and let's have a ramble about this, because it's entertaining and random, and I don't know. I felt like there needed to be some public discussion about this.
This seems to be one of those rambles where we had it and then we lost it.
Yeah.